Here we go.
I'm good right here.
It's not this type of show. Hi, everybody. I didn't see this earlier. Hi, everybody. My Tuesday peeps. Welcome to the show, everybody. Thank you for being here. Here we go. Thank you, everybody. Have a seat. Let's get started. It is Tuesday, the most productive day of the week. Hey, hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Have a seat. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Welcome to Tuesday. We have a great show. We have a good show planned today, so sit back, get a cup of coffee, and join us. Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to my good friend Kendall over there. Hello, Kendall.
Morning.
Now, you have something coming up. I love this series that we're doing. We're calling it Kendall Does Your 9 to 5, where Kendall leaves the safety and the comfort of our air-conditioned studio, and she does your job. And you guys have submitted jobs, fun jobs, weird jobs that y'all have that she's going to do, and we have one today. What are you doing today?
I'm teaching choir to the children.
How old are the children?
They're Belle Plaine high schoolers. They're not like really little, but they're freshmen, and then I go in to do the senior choir, and they're just like, they're so intimidating because they're good, and I just sat there like,
well, you were.
What do I do?
You were in choir. Were you in choir?
I was. Yeah, I was. I was in choir for years, but I mean, I haven't played the piano since like 5th grade.
Oh.
So I'm like sitting there like, I can remember one tune, but I don't know how that has to do with choir.
Yeah, but it's still high school. Every time I go back into high school for the show, I feel like I'm back in high school. That smell, the same school smell. You know, all the schools. The schools have a smell to it. I don't know if it's that pizza. Remember the pizza we used to eat that was square?
Yeah.
Oh, and back then, we had in Indiana, this was in Indiana, we weren't sure if it was cheese. It didn't really matter though, right? It looked like cheese, but I don't know if it really was cheese. And now food is much better nowadays in the schools, but in Indiana, I'm still not sure I was eating cheese on that pizza all those years ago. Yeah. Speaking of, I bring up pizza for a reason because I'm really excited. I couldn't wait to get on the air today for a couple reasons. A good friend of our show, she's been on several times, and she's one, I've always considered her one of the best chefs in the Twin Cities, and now, well, she's officially the best chef. Last night was the James Beard Awards in Chicago. And if you guys don't know, the James Beard Awards are basically the Academy Awards of the food industry. And Ann Kim from Pizza, the owner of Pizzeria Lola, hello Pizza, and Young Joni won Best Chef Midwest. Congratulations to Ann Kim. Yeah, beat out some great chefs, and this is a big thing to Ann because you know we had her on. We did a series called Dream a Little Dream, and you know I love these types of stories where people kind of ditch their 9 to 5 job and they follow their passion even with the massive risks. And Ann wanted to open a restaurant, and I think I'm getting the story right. She either went to her banker or like a business advisor, and the business advisor was basically kind of patronizing. He was like, you know what? Why don't you just open a Jimmy John's? You know, why don't you just... And Ann kind of was like, you know what? I kind of think I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to use my own recipes, which is, look, the restaurant industry is like the divorce rate. I think it's like 50-50 or even worse, the success rate. So Ann goes, you know what? I'm going to take a chance. And wow, has it paid off. Yeah. You know what? And good for Ann. Good for Ann. And if you ever go, you know, if you ever go, it's more than just pizzas. I mean, and I'll say the pizzas are amazing, but she has so many other items. Have you been to Young Joni yet?
No, but I went online to the 3 people who were nominated, and I was like, gotta make a reservation here, reservation here, reservation here.
We have to make a show. Maybe we'll do like a show field trip to Young Joni. You have to go. Yeah. I'll take this audience and we'll leave it. Yeah. And we'll leave executive producer Jeff at home. Yeah, we'll do that, yeah. Oh, don't feel bad for him. No, he doesn't come anyway. Anyway, everybody, grab your cup of coffee. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. Well, you guys have heard this unless you were sleeping last night. It was a big night in New York City. The annual Met Gala brought out all the A-listers in elaborate costumes. This year was inspired by a 1964 essay which encouraged gala attendees to do something extraordinary. Well, they did. Lady Gaga did not disappoint. Look at this, audience. Yeah, on the red carpet, she revealed not one, not two, but 3 different outfits. Yeah. Now, she was the official, I guess, the host. You know, Sarah Jessica Parker's been the host one year. Look at, did you love this, Kendall? Did you like her looks?
I do. She just like keeps declothing.
I know.
Just like, what's happening right now?
I mean, look, I say what you I love her. She's theatrical. I loved all the looks. It was reminiscent of her old Gaga, you know, when she would wear eggs.
Oh, here we go.
We should do that on this show. That would be, you know,
we should
constantly change. Be like a Russian nesting doll. You know, we just keep changing outfits. Okay, my favorite, look at Zendaya, everybody. Come back to the TV and I hope, look at this, everybody. Now watch the dress, watch the dress. See the fairy godmother? Okay, now watch how her dress, it has fiber optic lighting and it turns on as the quote unquote fairy godmother. Look at that, everybody.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
so
we
that's,
missed it.
Yeah, but no, you can go online. Zendaya was my favorite, and I love her too. She's going to be in the new Spider-Man movie, but yeah, my favorite. Cardi B, look at this. Cardi B needed a little help getting around.
You would too.
She needed 7 handlers for that train. Look at this train. Here it comes. Look at that.
Whoa.
My goodness, that is a lot of fake mink. That is, I don't know what that is. I love that color too. Kendall, you like that color?
I do, I love it.
It's like a Merlot something.
Yeah, I love that wine, I love that color.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I'm into it.
Erin Schwab, by the way, has an exact gown. We're gonna have her in it next week on the show.
Yeah.
You can see that at Birch's when she does her cabaret act. Celine Dion looked interesting. I don't know. To me, she looks like a cross between the sorceress from He-Man and the NBC Peacock. Somewhere in between there.
Oh,
I don't know what it... She
flapper.
looks phenomenal. I love the Celine. Yeah, I mean, she really does look good. Do you like it?
She definitely went like full camp.
Yeah.
Campy.
Look,
yeah.
and then one more, and then there's Katy Perry. She
Hardcore.
She basically looked like an extra in the Be Our Guest musical number from Beauty and the Beast.
That's what I was thinking.
She looked like the chandeliers from that dance number. I don't know, but see, look, she's having, this is why I think this was a little bit of a fail. You have to hold that. That's not fun. You know what I mean? Who wants to do that for the entire night?
Nobody.
And how are you gonna sit in that? You know what I mean? And you gotta be plugged in and I don't know.
No. I loved all the wigs. Like, there were so many people with really fun wigs.
Yes.
I think that would be really fun.
Dude-wise, I loved a dude from One Direction. No, not Niall. The other one that I...
Harry?
Harry, thank you, audience.
He
Harry
was one
Styles.
of the co-hosts, too.
I liked Harry Styles. He was he did a really cool thing, and then what's his face from the Joker basically was carrying his head. Yeah, Jared Leto was carrying like a fake little head of his own. Again, something we got to try on this show. I'm gonna do that.
It's weird.
Next, you're gonna love this. We were laughing in the office today. Who knew a coffee cup could cause so much drama? People are still talking about the Starbucks cup that really actually wasn't a Starbucks cup, but it looks like a Starbucks cup that was accidentally left in a scene from Sunday night's Game of Thrones episode. Yeah, it was so funny. Here's what the late night hosts, and they did a good job, had to say about it. Look at this.
There's a new thing to be mad at Game of Thrones about. Take a look at this.
Most people get bloody murdered. They stay that way.
Right there on the table, there is what appears to be, can we zoom in on that, a Starbucks cup. Which I didn't know that. I knew there were a lot of Starbucks. I didn't know they'd expanded to Winterfell. HBO had to put out a statement. They said it was not a Starbucks cup. But if you zoom in, you can see, you clearly see. And they spelled Khaleesi wrong. It's a Starbucks cup.
All right, guys, that rogue cup was 100% not a mistake. I've been working on television sets for over 20 years. You're telling me the script supervisor of Cougar Town always noticed when my chapstick was in frame, but no one, from PA to director to editors on the most popular expensive show on HBO, noticed that a full-blown cup of coffee was in Dragonville.
The show is legendary for constantly adding surprising new characters, and last night they introduced a doozy, latte of House Starbucks. Someone left their coffee on the table. Whoopsie venti. That is the biggest anachronism in popular fantasy since Golem's Big Gulp. Which also explains why last week's episode was so dark. They were trying to hide all the coffee cups.
I love it. He also does this thing too. Go online, everybody, and go to Colbert's website or the YouTube. He does this thing where he puts a barista inside Winterfell, and he has the cup for Khaleesi, and the cup is like Khaleesi, the queen of dragons, and it goes on, and he doesn't spell it right. Yeah. Next in the dish, Wendy Williams' husband Kevin Hunter has responded to her divorce petition, and the breakup. Yeah, it's going to get messy. According to Page 6, Kevin is requesting spousal support as well as thank you, audience. That's the appropriate, yeah. As well as dude wants child support. Yep. I am loving. I'm sweet. I am loving these women today. I'm going to buy them all like a car or something.
Like a latte.
Yeah. Dude wants child support even though their son is 18. He also wants Wendy to pay for his college tuition. Kevin and Wendy were married for 22 years before reports leaked out that he fathered a child with a mistress. While Wendy was living in a sober house trying to get her life together. I mean, come on. Wendy was trying to get healthy and you're cheating on her? Yeah. Wendy has since fired him as her manager and executive producer of her talk show. He shouldn't get a dime. He shouldn't get a dime from her. No, you cheat. You're gonna get. It's like we're getting rewarded.
Yeah, no. Wasn't like child support. Oh, for what child?
Yeah, he's 18.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got that joke. Ooh.
Mama's on fire about
You are
that
on.
one.
No, but it is. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. He shouldn't. And if he gets anything, maybe spousal support, only because of the law. But, like, fine. But the child support, that is redunculous. That's crazy. We have a lot more to come, everybody. Go get another cocoa. Meet me back here in 2 minutes. Back after this. A cocoa today. I don't know. 30 minutes of Hot Dish continues next. Christina Applegate surprises us.
No, I don't regret it.
It's revealing the big movie role she turned down. Then, wait till you hear about the latest dating app. Oh, my goodness. Also ahead, Kendall leaves our studio to become
6, 7, 8. Da, 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 da.
a high school choir teacher for a day. It's the latest. Kendall does your 9 to 5. And Mother's Day is this weekend. Hey, procrastinators, got a gift yet? I didn't think so. Don't worry, Minnie and Paul are here with a perfect present. We'll be right back.
We had a major television event here tonight on ABC, the Bachelorette Reunion Special, which I feel like the word special might be getting thrown around a bit too loosely, but somehow they made a 2-hour special out of nothing. It was more of a magic trick than a show. They promised it would be the biggest reunion in Bachelor history ever, and they did not disappoint. They brought a bunch of fans to the Bachelor Mansion. These fans, they were so excited. These women, that mansion is a mecca for Beccas. It is... Nick Viall made an appearance. They brought him back from the dead like Jon Snow, and they even brought in Trista Sutter, the very first Bachelorette.
It's my pleasure to introduce the woman that started it all. Our very first Bachelorette, the godmother of the franchise. Let's bring her back, Trista!
This show's been on a long time.
Oh, that's our late night rewind. Jimmy poking some fun at a Bachelorette reunion. I can't think of something I'd rather not watch. Oh, my goodness. Oh, in 2 hours? How did they stretch that out into 2 hours?
I love The Bachelor and Bachelorette, but I had no interest in watching that.
What were they going to do? I mean, yeah, 12 of the 14 previous Bachelorettes return to the mansion. The Bachelorette debuts on next Monday. Oh, and it's with that boring girl, isn't it? Yeah. That Ted.
She's always doing this.
Anna, yeah.
Hannah.
What?
Hannah.
Same thing. I don't care. But Ted and Shane, our Bachelorette experts, they said that it's like a Triscuit. I mean, it's like watching a...
She was probably like, and she's a nice girl. I think she was probably like the 6th choice.
Yeah, that's... Wow,
I mean that in a really nice way.
Yeah, Anna, come on our show. Yeah. Hannah, I don't know. Hey, next. Last night on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, Fallon discussed, this was great, being part of SNL, hosted by Adam Sandler this past weekend. And we showed you some clips. He talked about that. Oh, I loved this. He talked about that great tribute to Chris Farley at the end that Sandler did. Look at this.
It was so beautiful, and it was so funny too. But I've heard all the stories about Farley, and I wish I knew him. I got to meet him once, but he was singing this song, and it's great, but it's also a really nice tribute, and everyone was just crying backstage, and it was just really touching. I mean, not just the audience, but everybody that worked there, because the crew, some of the crew, they knew Farley. Yeah. So, and I was next to Rock, and it was really emotional. And I saw Smigel afterwards, and usually he's always joking around. He's like, whatever. So I saw him, and he goes, "Hey man, that was great." He's like, I go, "That was so touching." He goes, he was behind the cast, and the cast were all kind of hugging each other, crying, going like, "Yeah, we're like family." It's like,
Yeah. There's an article in the Hollywood Reporter talking about how Sandler could barely get through the rehearsal of that song, and he's done it. I got a couple tweets from a couple different ladies who have seen Sandler live, and they said that Sandler does that song sometimes during his live performances.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, again, like I said yesterday, we don't see Adam like that. I think that's why it touched us, and it's just I do. I miss with that cast was one of the best. I mean, everyone from a generation says that their cast is really good, but it's Spade and Farley and Sandler. I mean, that's just. John Lovitz was sometimes, in there. That was a good era. Next in the dish, yeah, really good era. I loved when John Lovitz played the devil in the court. There's a people's court. Oh, God, yeah, Mr. Mephistopheles. Anyway, next in the dish, the stars of Dead to Me, that show I've been telling you about on Netflix, were on Watch What Happens Live last night, and Christina Applegate, star, executive producer, talked about the rumors that she turned down the role of Elle Woods in Legally Blonde. Look at this.
My question's for Christina. Is it true that you turned down playing Elle Woods in Legally Blonde? And if so, do you regret it?
Okay, so I didn't really the story's been out there, but I wasn't actually offered it. The script came to me, but at that time I had just gotten off of Married with Children, and I felt like it was too close to what I had just been doing, and I was very interested in not removing myself from that. No, I don't regret it, because Reese Witherspoon did a much better job than I ever could, and she has now way more money than I do and way more success. And so why would I even regret that?
She's so good. Legally Blonde went on to become a huge hit, earning $140 million at the box office, and a third movie is in the works to be released next February. And again, I'll say it if you missed Friday's episode or Thursday. I don't know. I forgot what day I told you about it. Dead to Me on Netflix is a bingeable show, and I've heard from a lot of you on social media. Executive producer Jeff's watching it. Have you watched it yet?
No, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's so good, everybody. Twists and turns, zigs and zags. Watch it. Still ahead today, we're talking about one of the most exclusive dating apps out there. And someone on our staff is trying to get in it live. And later, it's the latest Kendall tries your 9 to 5. Kendall heads back to school. We'll be right back, everybody. Back in a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Gotta straighten up that tie there. Gotta straighten up the tie. Hey, everybody, welcome back. There's a dating app out there that is so selective, it may be easier to get into Harvard. Yeah. What's the site? It's simply called Beautiful People. That's right, Beautiful People. And getting in is, what are they doing in that? Okay, anyway. And getting in is all about looks. The deal is, the hotter you are, according to them, the better your chances of getting accepted. It's not like a normal dating app where you can just go on and whether you're pretty or not. The site boasts about rejecting more than 8.5 million profiles. They're proud about this. Among the top features that will get you rejected, because there's a list of things you shouldn't have, Number one, a bad mouth. I don't know what constitutes a bad mouth. I don't know. Too short, bad skin, ungroomed facial hair. Okay, I believe me, this is very I keep this up. Yeah. Believe me. Or there are meetings, so believe me. A large nose, that'll get you done. And if you're scrawny, no. Women can get rejected if their eyes are too far apart, have no butt or too much butt, bad makeup, or if you have a unibrow. That will get you immediately. Well, then I would have been rejected in high school because I was Bert and Ernie in high school, yeah. Well, and that got us thinking. We have someone on our staff who is single, who is actively single, who we could try this on. So, ladies and gentlemen, live from our control room, it's America Loves Ted. Now, America loves Ted, but does this dating site love Ted? Now, Ted, what was the process like? Now, this is not a joke, right, Ted? Where this is not a bit. You really applied to be on.
Oh, yeah. This morning, I filled out the application. One of the first questions was, what's your net worth? So we'll see how that goes. Submitted some photos, the typical things, height, weight, eyes.
Yeah. Were you selective about the photo that you sent them? Like, did you do an action photo? Was it like your Fox 9 employee photo? What did you?
No, not the Fox. The Fox 9 employee photo kind of doesn't probably look good for me.
Okay.
Action photos, pictures with little kids. Those always work well. I feel good about my chances.
Okay.
Everything seems to be symmetrical.
Yeah. I don't mean for this to get uncomfortable, but I brought this up earlier. Alex Kendall said, "You're a good-looking guy. I don't know why they would reject you." Now, once you fill out the application process, what happens? Because that's where we are right now.
Yeah. So here's where we are right now. We have 44 hours for people to vote on whether I'm hot enough or not. So the current members right now are deciding whether I am good-looking enough to be in their club.
Are you? Oh, so that's how it works. It's not like a Jedi council of people.
Nope.
It's the other beautiful people, according to them,
Yep.
that will determine whether you're hot or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so are you feeling confident? Ted.
I keep expectations in check, but
okay.
The one holdup is Kendall always talks about, because one of your things was bad skin. Kendall complains that I have dry hands.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I guess if I get rejected, that's it.
That's the reason. The iguana hands. Producer Ted, everybody. We'll find out tomorrow. Well, wait, no, not tomorrow. In 2 days, right? Jason, do the math. 44 hours. I don't know. Wednesday, we'll find out. Thursday, who cares? We'll find out. Let's put positive thoughts out there for producer Ted. Yeah, still ahead. She is a New York Times bestselling author and is from Minnesota. Children's author Jacqueline West is in the house. We'll talk to her about her latest book. And then Kendall becomes a choir teacher for a day. How'd she do? We'll find out when we return. Back in a moment, everybody. Oh, Ted. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Our next guest is a New York Times bestselling author thanks to her fantasy novels geared toward young adults. Her latest book, called Last Things, hits bookstores today. And best of all, I love it, she's a Minnesotan. She lives right here in Minnesota. Give it up for Jacqueline West, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Thanks so much.
So the new book is called Last Things,
Yes.
and is this part of your series? Your series?
No, this is a standalone book.
Okay, so tell me the plot. What's this one about?
So in a nutshell, it's my modern-day Minnesotan metal retelling of the legend of the musician who might have sold his soul to the devil.
Oh.
So yeah.
So what? Give me a taste more. What's the main protagonist like?
Sure. So the main protagonist is a boy named Anders. He's 18 years old.
I like that name.
Me too,
I like that
thanks.
name.
He lives in a small, made-up town in northern Minnesota, and his band is called Last Things. And they are just starting to have the kind of growing local and online popularity that's making everyone think, oh, they're going to make it big.
Yeah.
But Anders secretly fears that his talent, which is incredible, isn't all earned, that he might have sort of accidentally made a bargain with a dark force that is now going to come and collect.
Now, let me ask you, because I always love that there was an interview years ago that J.K. Rowling did about her, where the idea for Potter came. She was, I think, on a subway, or she was, where I'm always interested for you as an author, where did you find this character? Where did this come from?
So this one came from a ridiculous source, actually. Most of my books come in flashes of inspiration like that, but this one was different. I teach a lot of writing workshops at schools, and I was at a little school in Wisconsin where I was doing character creation workshop, and the activity makes kids draw an image out of a box, and then they have to write about a character inspired by that image. And a boy had picked a picture of a teenager playing an electric guitar and screaming into a microphone. So that was going to be his character. And then he kind of got stuck. So I was asking him prompting questions about, okay, so maybe there's someone in his life who doesn't want him to play the guitar, and that's going to be the conflict. Or maybe there's a problem at his school, or maybe it's something supernatural, like there's a devil that follows him everywhere he goes. And the kid went, ooh, yeah, that one.
Yeah, I'll take the devil one. Yes.
Yeah, and so did I.
Yeah.
So after that session, I went out to my car and I just scribbled page after page of notes.
Did it start pouring out of you?
Yeah.
Because J.K. always said, and I was so interested in this. She goes, the minute she heard boy wizard, and then she said she thought there's going to be 5 schools, or how many schools are there? 5? 4 or 5? Anyway, 4. She goes, she saw the 4 schools, and da-da-da-da. And I just thought that my mind as a non-writer doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? So I'm interested. Did you see the world pretty quickly?
I saw half of it. I saw Anders and I knew what his life was going to be about. And then it was many months later, I was driving my car down a Wisconsin road and I suddenly got another flash. And this time it was my other main character. So the book is told in revolving viewpoints. And there's another character named Thea, who's kind of Anders's stalker. She is this mega fan who is new to his little town, but she might be something much more than she seems. And suddenly I could hear her voice in my head, and I almost had to pull the car over to the side of the road. I got to a coffee shop and again wrote page after page.
Do you feel protective over these because they're fictional characters, but are they real to you?
Oh, they're very real. Like if I walked past them on the street one day, I don't think I'd feel totally surprised. They feel utterly real.
Because you know, even if it's not written down, I would imagine you know their backstory. You know details that won't probably make the book, but do you think about them often?
Oh, yeah. And when you're done writing about them, too, you miss them. It's like they're your friends who are still in your head, and now, you're done talking with them.
Your series, the books of Elsewhere, now we were talking about The Flash, and it happened, and you pulled over, and you wrote it, but correct me if I'm wrong, it took you 8 years to write your first book?
Yes, it did.
Lord, that is... You go, taking 8 years. Yeah.
I am slow. I mean, each book usually takes me anywhere between 8 years, and there are a few that have taken 8 to 4 years to 1 year. I'm not a super speedy writer. I have to let things percolate for a while.
Why young adult? Does that genre speak to you? Did the fantasy, does that speak to you?
I think it does. I don't know if
I'm not calling you immature.
No,
I just want to be...
Feel free. I think there is a part of me that is stuck in that. But I think it's the age at which I fell totally in love with books and with reading.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Who did you read at that age?
Well, when I was in high school, I was really pretentious, and I was reading Les Miserables and Anna Karenina, and all of it was like right over my head.
Oh, we wouldn't have been friends. I was reading I was reading Beverly Cleary at that point. Yeah, I was like, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah.
But earlier than that, it was everything else. It was Judy Blume. It was Roald Dahl. It was, I was just a voracious reader. And so, when I was old enough to kind of fall in love with it and choose my own books, I think part of me is still writing for that kind of reader.
I'm always in awe of like singers. I wish I'm very blessed, and I like what I do, obviously. But I'm always in awe of people that have a skill that I wish I had. I wish I could be a writer because I admire writers so much. So thank you for sharing your gift with us. I really appreciate it. Jacqueline West, everybody. Last Thing is available where books are sold. Go support local artists, everybody. And for more, and she's a New York Times bestselling author. Let's just be clear, And for more on her other books, head to JacquelineWest.com. And if you missed this segment, if you want to share it with your teens, we'll post this on Facebook a little bit later. Still ahead, speaking of teens, Kendall heads back to school as a choir teacher. How did that go? Well, you'll see when we come back. Back after this. Thank you so much. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for being here, everybody. I haven't said it in a while. I just want to say a big thanks to our friends in Rochester and Duluth, La Crosse, Caledonia, all of you that watch us from other than the Twin Cities. I need to show you more love. So La Crosse, everybody, thank you for tuning in every day. Well, today is a day to give a shout out to all the great teachers in the world. It is Teacher Appreciation Day. I'll be talking about my favorite. Well, that should be every day in my opinion. I'll be appreciating a teacher that literally changed my life a little bit later. But in honor of that right now, Kendall decided to see what it's like to be a high school teacher. So she headed to Belle Plaine to get a lesson in being a choir teacher. In her latest, Kendall Tries Your 9 to 5.
Do you hear that? It's not the angels. It's the sound of the Belle Plaine High School Choir. I'm gonna go give myself a try at actually conducting a choir class. Wish me luck. Choir.
Everyone's together at the beginning, yeah? Nicely done, you guys.
I'm really excited to be in choir class again, but like this time I'm the one that has to teach them. So that'll be exciting.
It's gonna be really exciting. The kids are happy you're here.
You're the choir teacher here in Belle Plaine.
Yeah. I see 6 choirs a day. I get majority of the kids in the school, which is so exciting.
What do you do?
It's most of the time, wake up, get them waking up. It's typical for teenagers. We'll make sure they're awake.
Okay, nobody's gonna be playing like Candy Crunch.
That is a really difficult thing as a teacher with electronics. I do have a phone jail if we see a cell phone.
Can I put it in the phone jail?
Yes, would you like to see the phone jail? We have a phone jail. Let me grab that for you.
Oh, it's a pretty phone jail.
Yes, and it'll stay here all day.
I want to teach them something that is very important to us in the Jason Show. Yes. That is the Jason Show theme song, but I have no idea how to teach choir class.
What you'll do is honestly just hum pieces of it, so little sections. They'll hum it right back to you, and you'll be shocked at how quickly these kids just pick it up. They will love to do that. That'll be awesome.
And then Eric is going to actually put my head on your body for the piano playing part.
Excellent.
It's gonna be fine, everybody. No talking, no nothing. I'm your mean choir teacher for the day. I'm at Ms. Mark today. Hello?
Yeah.
Thanks. Do you curtsy before you do class? Okay, I don't know what I'm doing, but we're gonna get started. I also don't know how to play piano. You guys are doing great. Really get it from the belly. Work on your rhythm. Register your pitch. All that stuff. I'm going to be teaching you the Jason Show theme song. Oh yeah, get excited. Ooh. Ah. Eee. For real though, can we do some of the Jason show?
Yeah, she wants you guys to learn the theme song. So she's gonna do like a hum it and then you hum back kind of a thing.
Here we go. Da 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 da. I don't think they want to do it. Da 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 da. Are you playing Candy Crush?
No, I was just...
No, phone jail. If you people don't get it together, all of your phones are going in that phone jail. We'll just make it a round. That's what you call it still, right?
Yeah.
Just do it in a round. Da 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 da. Boom! I quit. I'm leaving. Can I get out of here? Is the alarm gonna go off? No. Do I have to hold?
Kendall joins me now. I gotta tell
crying.
you, bravo to you. Teenagers intimidate the living daylights out of me. How they seem like nice kids, though.
They were so nice. And Ms. Bergstrom, whose class that is, we're really close, same age, and she was like a killer teacher. I mean, there's hardly any kids in that school, and they're like all in choir because she's
That's
awesome.
good. I love a good teacher. She seems fun.
Yeah,
and I love the
super fun.
phone jail. We should have that around here.
Yeah.
I would be in there every day.
All the time.
Still ahead, everybody. And thanks guys for having us, by the way. We're getting you ready for Mother's Day. The owner of Minnie and Paul are back, and she's going to show all of you some great gift boxes for Mom's big day. We'll be right back. Stay with us. All you procrastinators. Mother's Day is coming up this weekend. Mother's Day is coming up. Hi, Mom. Love you, dar. And you better start thinking about a gift for Mom. Here with her ideas from Minnie and Paul, it's Laura, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
I was excited that you were back because I just think this is, especially for procrastinators, and correct me if I'm wrong, today's the last day, right, to ship
Tomorrow.
for you? Tomorrow
So you have till tomorrow, 4 p.m., and we will ship nationwide. We include a handwritten message, and we have free shipping for Jason Show listeners.
Perfect. So you got today. This is it, everybody. This is it, or tomorrow is it. Okay. So where are we beginning? What ideas do we have?
So this is our newest gift set. This one is a collaboration with Kate Ahrens of Wit and Delight. It's called Refresh by Wit and Delight. It's offered exclusively in our binny. So it's a canvas bin, and we're actually showing it here as a way to reuse it. So tons of different ways around the house. You can throw a bunch of crafts in it.
I love this. and you team up. If people missed your first appearance,
sure.
You tell everyone the concept of the business. I forgot.
Sure.
I should tell people if they missed it. Yeah.
So Minnie and Paul, we are a gifting studio. We're based out of Northeast, and everything in these gift sets, including the packaging, is all from local makers and brands.
Isn't that great? I love that. All from local makers and brands. Yeah. I love this too.
Thank you. Yes. So we've got an exclusive print from Kate. We have Himalayan bath salts and a beautiful candle from Howard Soap Co. That's a new company we're working with. It's a silk hair ribbon. Actually, it's naturally dyed with hibiscus madder root, and you can take it off and put it on a bag or put it on a different hair tie. A little chocolate that's infused with coffee because Mom always needs a little, extra.
Little boost. That's
a little boost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so this one here, it's offered on our website. It's kind of the first thing. It's our newest, and we have a few more from our new spring collection too.
Okay.
So here's a Lady Boss. This one is for.
That's what Mom is a lady boss.
She is a lady boss.
Mom is a lady boss. Yeah.
So this has some great products for your desk or just being on the go. My favorite in here is this, it's kind of a hair powder, but really a dry shampoo from Lulu Organics.
Oh, it's this right here?
Right there.
This looks like a salt shaker. I thought this was like salt for Mom's lunch or something, but this is...
It's for the hair.
Seriously?
Yeah, and actually I have been using this product for years. She was based in New York, and now she lives in Minnesota, so really excited to add that to our collection.
Lulu Organics hair powder.
Yes.
So what do you just put that in your hair and then?
Put in your hair a little bit. You want to use like a dry towel and sort of like rub it in there good and
shut up.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. I love that. Okay.
Cosmic Cacao, they have, it's amazing, and it's kind of healthy chocolate.
Okay.
But tastes really good. We've got a notepad for your desk from Shop Wit and Delight. And then a Spirit Rock. So this is really fun.
I was wondering what that was.
What is this little guy?
It looked like a pterodactyl toenail or something. I was like, what is that? Okay.
So what I love about this, it's also a ring rest. So.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
okay,
you
let me
can
get a
put-
shot. There we go. I don't know
And
what
I'll
camera
put my
there we-
ring on there.
Oh, boop, right there. Yeah. I like that little, or a pterodactyl thumb.
Well,
Yeah, either one. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
And that's from a company called Amano.
Can I see, what's in this box over here?
This one's home. It's really a lot of great products. I love the color scheme on this one. So we've got some honey. We've got a beautiful candle. It's spring water honeysuckle. This is from True Hue.
Oh, we've had them on. Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Seriously.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, we'll be taking that. We'll be taking that. Mom's fine. I'll get her something else. No, seriously,
It's
that
so-
is one of my. Oh, I want that candle.
Well, hey,
that
you can
is
have
so.
It's-
No, I'll buy it. No, I'm just saying this is a good smelling candle.
Yeah, Griffin is the founder. He's incredible. The combinations he makes, it's really incredible.
Oh, this is really
I'm
good.
glad you
I'm not
like
kidding.
it.
This is spring water and honeysuckle.
Yes.
Okay.
True
now,
Hue.
Now I want to get you because we have about a minute left.
Sure.
You have a new program, and I love
you.
this. Tell the folks about it.
Yeah, we have a new program. It's called the Everyday MVP. So, as you know, we're in the business of gratitude and giving, and we just wanted to give back a little bit to our community. So each month we are highlighting a person in your community that we're calling an Everyday MVP. So you can nominate on our website. Each month we'll select a winner and we'll curate a gift specifically for them. And this is actually an example of a crate that we just did for this last month. It was our first one for April.
Oh, this is This looks like
Crybaby
Crybaby Craig's. I love it.
We actually, too, we partnered with Ace General Store. So typically, we don't work with other stores or restaurants, but this is a great opportunity for us to kind of grow outside of that. And they generously provided a gift card and a bandana. And this is for Andy. He is our first Everyday MVP.
Congratulations, Andy. Congratulations. Give it up for Laura, everybody, for more information. Remember, you have till tomorrow. Head to minnieandpaul.com. Tomorrow, get one of these. Get this candle for Mom, I'm telling you. After the break, a surprise for our audience, and I talk about the teacher that literally changed my life when we return. Stay with us, everybody. Oh.
Oh, hello, welcome back, Miss Davis. Thank God this one didn't die on me. Starting today, no more drinking at work.
Hey, that's too much information.
I didn't say anything.
I feel weird after last night.
Yeah, that's what happens when tequila meets desperation.
Okay, stop saying things you shouldn't be saying to your boss.
Holy crap, can you hear my inner thoughts?
I can hear your inner thoughts.
Welcome back, everybody. New on Blu-ray and DVD today. Taraji P. Henson, we love her in the comedy What Men Want. We have good news for our studio audience. That's why it pays to come here. You're all going to go home with a copy of What Men Want. Just another reason to come see us. We still have tickets available for the rest of the week. All you have to do is go to the Jason Show Facebook page and click tickets. You're in by 9:30. You're out by 11:15. Dale K. also left a nice little thing. Before we go, we talk about my teacher, again, I know everyone's laughing at me, the crew. True Hue, you know me, when I like something, I really like it. TrueHueLife.com, spring water and honeysuckle. But back me up, girl. Is this not good?
No, it's very fresh.
Yeah.
I like it. And
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Well, it is earlier.
Slams it down.
I slammed it. That was very aggressive. Earlier, we mentioned it was Teacher Appreciation Day. I actually think that's every day for me. We all have those teachers who made a difference in our lives. And for me, it was Mrs. Freeze, who was my third grade teacher. I've told this story before, and that shirt that she's wearing, that is a shirt that we made. We were called the Freezes Breezes, and that's her Freezes Breezes shirt. And Mrs. Freeze's, I've told this story several times, but Mrs. Freeze, this is no exaggeration. The woman literally changed the trajectory of my life because even in third grade, she realized I was kind of a different boy. I wasn't playing sports. I was being made fun of on the playground during recess, and I was staying in for recess. So in order to find an outlet for my passion, she asked me what I was interested in, and I said movies and plays and stuff. So she developed an entire play that the class would do, The Wizard of Oz, just to give me an outlet and something to do. to kind of find my joy. And I'm not kidding. Had she not done that, the whole trajectory of my life would have changed. That's the power of one good teacher. And we did, we did that play. We did that play, and the funny end of that story is we did the play, and I was the scarecrow, and none of the other kids learned their lines, and I was so frustrated that live in front of all the parents, when all the other kids were faltering, I grabbed the scripts from all of them, and I did the whole show by myself. Because they didn't learn their lines. They ruined the play. But anyway.
Yeah, it's important. Teachers are so important.
Yeah, did you have a teacher that changed?
The biggest one that stands out, my second grade teacher, Mrs. Sutherland. I just loved her, but also because she let me play with the boys. I was really active, and I didn't like crafts. And she didn't make me do that. She was like, go do you. She also taught me it's not my favorite if you don't like something, and I still say that.
Yeah, that's so what a good teacher is. Tomorrow on the show, time for spring break, spring training checkup. Trainer Galen is back to talk about the importance of form and posture. It really is. That's tomorrow. But right now, if you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing